Okay, guys, let's talk a little bit about the vectors and how they work, how you can hit them each and every time. Yesterday, what you saw me doing was I was loading the shaft. Okay, my hands came first, which put the shaft under my right arm on a takeaway. Then I'd bring the club up and it would twirl. And then I'd come back down this vector back here, the inside path. I would come back down it, okay? So I'm on it. The thing about it is, you ain't got to worry about this inside path, okay? Don't even freaking worry about that crap. I just threw that in, but basically, when you do this, you're gonna have an inside path back to the ball, okay? And there's your inside path, and that's your back vector. See what I'm saying? It's on that vector. So don't even worry about being inside out. That's just something else to freaking mess your mind up. So I would say that if you learn how to load this shaft, it's automatic. You're gonna be on that back vector, okay? Well, what's loading the shaft? You got to take this handle. Hope you can see it. I'll choke down where you can. When you load it, it's got to go under your right arm. You pull the club out of the stone. You flip it at the top. You turn around. You look, and the shaft is under your left arm, lead arm. Okay, you'll come back to the ball just like that. All right, you don't do this. Come back just like that and leave it under your left arm. All right, you come back to the ball, and once this shaft lines up with this vector line on the left-hand side of you, which is the front vector line, that is your release. You release at that point. You release it right there. Once that shaft gets on that vector, that's when you release, okay? And what happens is, it goes from, the butt of the club goes from, or the shaft of the club goes from under your left arm, and you're releasing it because you want the head to catch up with the hands, and you'll release it, and the butt of the club will start coming back at you. And you've got to swing left to do it. You can't swing out right and do it. It doesn't happen that way. You just got to keep going left with a shaft under that left arm and then release it. You've got to go left, okay? You can't go down the line. You can't go right. You got to go left. That's all I was doing yesterday. Now, why is that so good? Well, the first thing you do is when you load this shaft up, I'm in negative load now, and then when I twirl it, now I'm in positive load. I've got something to come back to the ball with. I haven't got to use my big muscles and my little muscles to make it happen. Okay? Because how many times have we been told, let's do the one-piece takeaway where you keep the butt of the club right in the middle of you? Well, I'm not loading the shaft. The shaft's right in the middle of me. It's not under my right arm, so I haven't got any negative load. Okay, so now I am in the world of, you've got to use all your muscles, all your strengths, and your little twitch muscles to get back to the ball. And how consistent will that be during a round of golf? It won't be. That's why you struggle. Another thing, if you take that club away with your wrist, your first move is with the wrist. Okay, you got it under your left arm, then you bring it back. You're still in that land of, I haven't loaded the shafts. So now I've still got to use all the muscles and strength that God gave me to play golf that day. So don't do that. That's all bullshit, okay? So just learn how to do one thing, and everything else, well, two things really. Learn how to load that shaft, okay? The butt of the club can look at you starting out, but then load it. Just move your hands, leave the club head on the ground, and watch the shaft go into your right arm. Okay, once you do that, you just bring it up. It twirls automatically. You're on the back vector now. You come back to the ball with what you got, and once you get on the front vector, that's your release. That's all there is to it. I think if you'll figure out how to do that, you'll probably say, I should have had a V8, okay? Go out and do that, because that's the only way. All good players load that shaft up. If you'll look, if you know where to look, watch the PGA players. They do that, okay? Some of them don't. Most of them do. The ones that don't are your very, very strong, muscular guys who want to muscle this club around for 18 holes, and a lot of times they're not in the money. The ones that are doing what I just showed you, they're in the money all the time. Talk to y'all later. Bye.